Oh, say can you see by the dawn.
Hello. My name is George Smith. I've never told this story to anyone, but with everything that's going on in Russia right now, I think it's important that I teach you about the Red Scare, why it happened, what it was like to live through it, and how it changed my life forever. Because history has a tendency of repeating itself. My father was killed in World War I alongside 100,000 other American troops. My mother died after she lost her job post-World War II. I thought that the end of World War II meant the beginning of a new life in the United States. I thought I could start fresh, but I thought wrong. I was fearful for my father's life while he was on the battlefield in World War I, and I was fearful for my own life up until the 1950s. It feels like I've been living in fear for half of my life. Okay, I've been living in fear my entire life. And this is why. The Russians decided that a new government was needed and that communism was the way to go. This was not very good news for Tsar Nicholas II. He was probably thinking,
what a beautiful night to be having dinner with my family. Who checked the drinks tonight?
The poison did not work. Take care of it. This is for communism.
the Bolsheviks overthrew the royal family in Russia in 1917 and murdered the entire family the next year. This violence was not only seen in Russia.
The next person can now come in to meet the president.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Beck.
In 1901, an anarchist had shot President McKinley dead. Sorry. I heard a noise and had to hide, but let me continue. Are you okay? Hello? Hello? Okay, basically, after World War II, the United States and the Soviet Union had a lot of tension because they were the two main superpowers left in the world. The Soviets were spreading communism, which scared the United States, and they even held a series of bombings in 1919, including trying to bomb A. Mitchell Palmer. But enough background history. Let's get to my incredibly scary, amazing, true, phenomenal life story. Julius was my best friend. We did everything together. Frolicked in the woods, spun in circles. We spun and held hands and spun, but now that I look back on it, there were always signs.
Julius. Julius. Julius! Julius!
Three, two, one. Happy New Year!
Hey, you're under arrest.
Over 6,000 people were arrested that day. Luckily, I was let out, but from that day on, I decided to dedicate my entire life to figuring out what was going on. There are over 150,000 communists or anarchists in the US at the moment. My God, so could anyone here be a communist? Oh, they're looking. That guy's a communist. He's looking at me. Stare him down. Stare him down. Stare. 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 He might punch me, but he might back down. Stare. Stare. Stare him down. Yeah.
Brinkmanship.
The whole lot were about as dangerous as a flea on an elephant. What? What does that mean? Am I supposed to be afraid? Is this just a big scam? Ugh, I'm confused. I decided to ignore the Reds and continue living my life. There was too much going on with too little facts, but obviously that didn't work, so let's continue with the story.
Hello, my name is Senator Joseph McCarthy. And let me tell you something, folks. We have a lot to fear. The United States of America is getting taken over by Reds, and they're everywhere. We have to find them all. We will find them all. That's my job.
No, I need it over at my place right now. Okay, well, when can you get it to me? Alright, I'll see you then.
Don't move. I have to see if you're sufficiently loyal to the government of the United States of America.
What are you talking about?
I have permission and authority from President Harry S. Truman of the United States of America through Executive Order 9835 to take you in as a Red, right here, right now. Did you not take AP US History in high school, you peasant?
Man, why did they call me in here? Oh my God, Edward Dietrich, what are you doing here?
They think I'm a Red. Haven't you heard of the Hollywood 10?
No.
Educate yourself. Take AP US History.
I was becoming frustrated with the situation. Things were getting out of hand. Schools were teaching kids duck and cover. Honestly, how is that supposed to protect people from an atomic explosion? I got dragged into the scare myself. I even built a fallout shelter. Check it out.
It's actually pretty cozy down here, and it's 100% safe.
America took things to the extreme, which proved how fearful everyone was. We started spending billions of dollars to make sure that communism didn't spread. Things just kept getting worse. In 1949, the Soviet Union successfully tested a nuclear bomb. So now the Americans were freaking out. In 1951, U.S. Supreme Court ruling in Dennis versus United States took away the freedom of speech from accused communists. All this chaos and fear made me feel lonely. But all of a sudden, I remembered Julius. I ran the entire country looking for him. All of a sudden, I heard Julius screaming from the FBI building. I ran up to check. When I got home, I discovered Julius's secret chamber. Julius Rosenberg.
today, folks. President Truman has initiated the Berlin airlift in West Berlin, and we are currently dropping in cargo to aid people in West Berlin.
Many days later.
Additionally, the Cincinnati Reds have changed their name to the Redlegs over the ongoing hysteria of communists in the United States of America. Additionally, President Eisenhower has created his domino theory, stating that if more countries fall to communism, capitalism will fall too. This is adding on to containment proposed by first Harry Truman, and it is now Eisenhower's own philosophy of containment. Also, Star Wars has been proposed by President John F. Kennedy. He states that if Russia were to send off a nuclear weapon, we would have the ability in space through a satellite to reverse the nuclear bomb and allow it to hit Russia. The Cuban Missile Crisis has been taken care of, folks, and there is no need to worry, as Cuba will not launch any missiles at the United States. President Nasser of Egypt wanted to build a canal in the north of the Nile, but he needed financial aid. Britain and the United States agreed to help, but Nasser was getting communist ideas from Russia, and the US and Britain pulled out. They only agreed to help him when he converted back to a nationalist. And finally, the war in Vietnam continues over communism, and no progress has been seeming to be made, and the home front is still polarizing. Thank you very much. We are signing off now.
I'm confused. I haven't left the house since that incident. Why did the Red Scare get so out of hand? Who is Julius Rosenberg? Did the Red Scare ever end? I see red people.
And go.
Whip out your gun and just shoot.
I don't think I can twist this one around. It's too heavy.
It's not a cowboy.
I'm back.
Haven't you heard of the Hollywood 10?
No. You! Look at the footage.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Go. Turn.
You didn't keep up.